my goodness. So, first of all, good morning, you guys. It's really funny because when I was laying in bed last night, I was thinking, oh, I should talk tomorrow morning about what a great job Steve does finding overnight spots. We parked last night in a street, and it wasn't an iOverlander spot. He just is really good at finding places like by parks or apartments where we feel like we're not going to have any problems. So it seemed like the perfect spot until we woke up in the middle of the night hearing the strangest sounds. And I looked at my phone, it was 4:30, and I laid there, the cat noticed, and I was like, what in the world am I hearing? So, fast forward, finally looked out the back window. People were out here setting up tents and tables, pulling out cookware, and I was like, what in the world? So imagine the sounds you might hear with that, and rewind a little bit, and imagine what it must have been like laying here trying to figure out what was going on. I thought, like, is someone doing stuff in the back of a pickup truck? Are they breaking into something? Are they doing something with a dumpster? It was so weird at 4:30 in the morning. All that to say, we didn't sleep well after that. So we're next to a park, and I don't know what they're setting up for, but they are all set up here. It is crazy. So it's just so funny. Like, what are the chances that we ended up parking here, right by the park, when this is going on? It's like comedy of errors almost. And I don't usually use these, but I've got this eye cover thing, and I had earplugs in, and it still wasn't super helpful. And we also turned up the fan really high. I think what was going on there was actually a swap meet and maybe like a Saturday morning market. Food was actually pretty incredible looking. If we didn't need to get to the bathroom, I would have been tempted to actually try some things. But we are heading back to the waterfront where we were last night because it just happens that there's a seafood festival going on today, and it looks like there's lots of fun activities. This morning we're taking a walk on the breakwater. The seafood festival starts up soon. We are hoping to get a free boat ride. We'll see.
Ese que está ahí abajo, tirado abajo. Ese. Our house sitter is back. He's watched the
Bill's still in the room.
Well, it was fun checking out the seafood festival. Really neat seeing the different kinds of seafood. Like, we've never seen urchin like that, and seeing them cook up the paella. But the line for the free boat ride was super long and kind of pretty hot in the sun. So we decided to keep moving because the time on our spot was running out and we would have had to find something else. And our time is limited, so we have decided to go check out some other things here in Santa Barbara.
You have arrived.
Steve, what are you doing?
Is it safe to come out? Did you guys notice I've been deputized by the sheriff of Santa Barbara County? Better watch out, there's a new sheriff in town.
This worked out absolutely perfectly. We could not have timed this better. We were just debating whether to stay in Santa Barbara longer or to head out because it's a little frustrating with how the parking is here. It's just really busy. But we were just driving by and there's free parking here and a spot was open. So I think we're gonna check things out a little bit.
Well, they call me the breeze. I keep blowing down the road. They call me the breeze. I keep blowing down the road. Well, I might go out to California, might go down to Georgia to my home. Well, there ain't no change in the weather, ain't no change in me. Ain't no change in the weather. Ain't no change in me. I ain't hiding from nobody. Ain't nobody hiding from me. I might go out to California, might go down to Georgia to my home. Yeah, well, I might go out to California, might go down to Georgia to my home.
In 400 feet, turn left onto Shoreline Drive.
Okay, well, it's time for an update. I am resigning my badge.
Oh,
I'm no longer a sheriff.
that's so sad. I think you're also resigning something else, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. It is time. Time has come to retire my Not all those who wander are lost t-shirt. It's lived a good life, but it's becoming threadbare and there's holes in it.
Our expensive thrift store clothes. So, in other news, we left Santa Barbara behind. Santa Barbara is very beautiful, but I feel like it just felt a little busy. And it was kind of annoying that there were a lot of places where it was paid parking and just kind of a busy feel overall. But we headed south, and now I'm appreciating Santa Barbara a little bit more because there were free spots with good views. I kind of feel like as we are heading south, there's a lot less options. We actually finally found a parking lot here that was free, but you can't really see the beach from the parking lot. And when you're in a van and want to hang out in the van, it's really nice to be able to have a view. When we first got into Ventura, there were lots of paid parking lots. One free one that we found, but there were vans and cars all lined up waiting for a spot. So there's a pier here just north. I don't think we're going to do that just because it's kind of just too much of a hassle. I'm feeling a little spoiled after being in Oregon and then also Northern California. Wouldn't you say we've had it pretty good?
Oh yeah, the whole 1,000 miles down has been spectacular. Oregon especially.
Yeah, so I'm kind of a little fearful that now that we're in more Southern California that it's going to be more built up and less laid back spots for us just to pull up by the water and hang out. So we'll see. Parking operations. Wow.
All right, I think we found some nice free street parking right by the ocean. Wow, what a beautiful night. Steve found us a great spot. On the menu tonight is some delicious mac and cheese and pork. Dinner is served.
Awesome.
Arrive at your destination.
Good street. Morning, you guys. So Steve found a great overnight spot last night. It was much better than the previous night. Now we've made our way to a park. We are making up breakfast. Well, Steve's cooking up breakfast. We're listening to our home church online, and it's a matcha kind of morning.
Oh, did someone order bacon, eggs, a little tiny orange, and some toast?
That's exactly what I ordered. How did you know? Isn't that adorable? I think it's also the first time we've actually had bacon in the van. And this is how Steve does his. We are currently camped out at Panera, and probably will be for most of the day. We are calling it a repositioning day, or maybe a better phrase for it would be a mental health day. I have found as we travel that we, at least for me, I can't speak for Steve, I have some cycles that I notice. And I've mentioned this before. Every once in a while, I feel like I experience travel fatigue. I get to the point where I almost just don't even care to see any stuff around me. Like, I don't know if it's because I'm overstimulated and there's just been too much and I need some more normal stuff and just not on looking at everything. Also, what might come into play are different factors, like the other night, didn't get much sleep. It's my busy season, so sometimes it's overwhelming balancing everything, the work and sightseeing. It might just have to do with how much we've been driving or how much we've been seeing. But I feel like yesterday was a little bit of a comedy of errors in some ways. There was some really great stuff we experienced. Santa Barbara is beautiful. It was also neat that we went to the courthouse. When we went up the tower, the clock display was actually open. We didn't realize that that's only open, I think, just a couple days a week for a couple hours, and we happened to be there at the perfect time, and that was pretty neat to see. But it was funny, in the morning, we wanted to go for the boat ride. We mentioned that. It was a 20-minute ride out to see the sea lions, which would have been really cool. But the lines for that just seemed chaotic. We couldn't really figure out what was going on. Parking was an issue. So there was that, which was fine to miss that. It was a little disappointing, but, there was that. And like I mentioned, it was hot. And I think when it gets hot, it's easy to feel kind of grouchy, just like, oh, let's just get out of here. So we moved on. And then it's funny because we were starting to head south and we had some locations in the GPS, but on both of our phones, we couldn't get GPS to work. Finally got it to work and we got almost down to Ventura, and I said to Steve, I'm like, did we miss the stop we were planning to make to see the seals? There was like a seal sanctuary type place on the way, and we realized that when we finally got the GPS working again, we didn't have that stop in there. So by the time we realized, we were like 15 to 20 minutes south. And most people would say, oh, that's not very far. But when you travel full time and you're driving around and just, I don't know, all that goes into travel, and sometimes this feeling of travel fatigue that I'm mentioning, just like, oh, forget it. Like, there was no way we were going to backtrack to go back to see these seals. So we kept going, and then we tried several parking lots, like we mentioned, that were paid parking lots. You couldn't really see anything. The night did end perfectly. Steve found that great spot that had a little bit of a view of the water, but it was really great. But during that whole time, I just was like, I kind of let things up to Steve. Usually I'm the one that does all the planning, but I was just like, oh, I don't care. We missed seeing Main Street in Ventura. We missed seeing the pier, which I think used to be the longest pier. I don't think it is anymore, but things like that. And a lot of times people comment on our videos about things we've missed. And obviously we can't see everything all the time, but I do try to hit up some of the key places or spots in a city when we drive through. So there was a lot we missed, but I just feel like I didn't care. So today is kind of nice for me. We're just doing normal things. We got up, we went to the park, we chilled out. Today I don't have as much work that I have to get done. We're just kind of chilling at Panera, which sometimes that can be stressful too because the loud noise levels and sometimes it being really cold, but I think I'm just approaching it like I'm just kind of chilling out today, getting some things done, but just taking it slow. And I think that's important. So I share all that, especially for those of you who are interested in the day-to-day aspect of our full-time travel. I try to share not only the amazing moments like the wildlife encounters and seeing beautiful things, but also the things that can be a little bit challenging and just kind of a realistic aspect of this life. And so I think that today is really important for us. It'll be interesting to see how things look in the next few days. I'm sure that just slowing down a little bit now and taking care of some things with the van, we'll probably do maybe some laundry, get some groceries, do those normal kind of things, go to Planet Fitness here. And then maybe after we do all that, tomorrow or the next day, I'll be all raring to go to see a whole bunch of stuff again. So just want to share that for whatever it's worth. Well, you guys, we have some very exciting news.
We're doing something we haven't done in like 3 or 4 months. It's a 4-letter word. Any guesses? We're going to Aldi.
Yeah! Yeah, I think the last time we were at Aldi was in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. We have missed it. My gosh, we saved so much money shopping there. Now, Grocery Outlet does give it a run for its money in some ways, but overall, you can't beat Aldi. So we are super glad to be back here.
And unlike Grocery Outlet, Aldi, you can actually make some money. Let's go see if we can do that.
Well, Steve is already back to one of his favorite hobbies.
So not only do you come to Aldi to save money, you can come to Aldi and make money. Haven't even gotten inside the store and I've made a whole $1. But wait, there's even more. I cannot lie. It's nice to be back. It's like seeing an old friend again. Look at that. I haven't seen eggs under $2 in a long, long time.
Well, I was pretty proud of us tonight at Aldi because I feel like we didn't go crazy, but then we went to Grocery Outlet and we got a whole nother bag of groceries. You just can't beat some of their deals. This is our Aldi bag, and this is our Grocery Outlet bag. Okay, well, we might need a snack food intervention, specifically crackers. I just looked in the bag again from Grocery Outlet and we have so many boxes of crackers because they're so cheap. We got crackers that Steve likes, and it's the real thing for, I think, $1.47. These for 67 cents. These for 99 cents, and I've never had them before, so I thought I would try them. Oh, and that's not all. More crackers for 99 cents. No, 77 cents. 99 cents. So, I think we'll be set on snack food for quite a while. Well, we have got ourselves parked for the night. We found some more street parking here in Oxnard. It took us a little bit longer tonight because the places we checked were really busy. Since it was apartment buildings, there were like no open spots. We had to keep driving for a while.
But we found one. And today was a nice day. We got a lot of work done and
Kind of.
not much else. It was fun to be back at Aldi
Yeah.
and all the savings, right? And so yeah, just a kind of regular work day and got some things done. It's kind of nice.
Kind of a combination work day, chill out day.
Yeah, a little bit slower pace. Anyway, this is where we're going to leave you for this video. As always, we love hearing from you, so drop us a comment below. If you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button. And until next time, we'll see ya.
Bye, guys.
If you enjoy our videos, please consider becoming a patron by using the link on the screen that we've also included in the video description, along with information about today's adventure and our channel. A special thank you to all our patrons. We appreciate your ongoing support. Thanks for coming along with us on this van life adventure. Please take a second to hit the like button below, leave a comment to let us know you're watching, and click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Don't forget you can also connect with us and see my photos of the places we visit on our Facebook and Instagram.
Took us a little bit longer than normal because the spots we looked